Han, back in action. Oh man, this is a lot easier with a lightsaber. Oh, that's the trick. Um, Going back to what we were talking about in the last video with the Force ghosts and what they can do in the real world, or the physical world.
Hmm.
I there was those rumors that, or there are rumors that there was supposed to be the scene where Ray is like deflecting Palpatine or Sidious's, whatever the hell you want to call him. What the hell?
Yeah, getting fucked. Oh man,
The scene
at
where
least it
she,
was at the beginning.
she's like, "Oh, I see. It's certain ones do that." Okay. Um, the scene where she's, she says, "I'm all the Jedi" or whatever.
Hmm.
There was supposed to be a bunch of Force ghosts with her,
Yes,
right?
I think
That was a rumor.
Anakin.
Anakin, Mace, I think.
Yeah, yeah,
Others, maybe. I don't know.
right.
Um,
At least
that
Anakin.
that would have gone a little ways at kind of rectifying the problem of that
Hmm.
Yoda scene because,
Hmm.
oh yeah, f you.
Because it would be like suddenly now they're. It's like she's opening herself to those spirits at a specific time instead of just them
Or
always.
that's like, yeah, this is something they can do. I mean, not that they were going to do anything really physically, but they were, lending her force support or
Yeah,
something. I don't know, but um, yeah, it's a bummer that that wasn't in for lots of
yeah.
reasons.
I know. And it's funny too because that was one
What
of
the heck? Oh, it locks on to, like, if you get hit once, even if you duck, you can get hit. Or I was just too
that's
close.
this game is such BS, dude.
Han's having a really bad day, and you know what? It's gonna get a lot worse.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, I think that I remember before we saw the Rise of Skywalker, one of my theories was that the title was gonna have like a double or triple meaning, and meaning that Anakin was in some shape or form going to help her or enter her body and
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
like possess her and like in other words like kind of like Luke in Splinter of the Mind's Eye being possessed by Obi-Wan. Not possessed, but you know what I mean. Like game over.
Yeah, thanks, Yoda. Thanks a lot.
But yeah, I was thinking like or his ghost would just be there and help her, and I thought he would come into the picture more explicitly instead of just hearing his voice amongst the dozens of others like Kanan.
It's a mess. It's a mess.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. It's
Well, rise implies someone is
a
dead,
specific person.
or uh, potentially fallen. So I mean, it could refer. I mean, that's why they chose the name, right? Because it could refer to so many different things, like
And that's what I was thinking.
Kylo's
Like
redemption,
yeah, I would refer to Kylo, Luke, and maybe Anakin. And just
or
like Return of
Luke.
the Jedi, just like Return of the Jedi refers to Luke and also Anakin and also the Jedi as a whole. Return of the
Right.
Jedi has like that perfect title in that way. Um, but yeah, it's just one of those things. I will say, yesterday morning I was uh I was just resting. I think I got up early at like 6 a.m. and I was just like resting in bed and I just felt like watching something Star Wars and I went ahead and put it Rise of Skywalker on Disney Plus and I wasn't intending to watch the whole movie, but I was like, oh, I'll see how far I get, just to have it on. And I got pretty decently sucked in. I watched like 30 minutes of it and I was enjoying it because again, I've reached that point now after almost 2 years where it just is what it is, and I
Yeah,
didn't have to like judge it. I just had it on, and I was kind of also looking at it from the point of view, what if I was a kid and this was my only Star Wars movie? Because like when I was a kid, for about 3 years, I only had Return of the Jedi taped off
right.
TV, and I was thinking, what if there was a kid that just had Rise of Skywalker,
Oof.
and like
Well, I mean, it could
he's
be
like,
worse.
it could be worse, but let's say he's 8 years old and he's not discerning yet in his tastes. He just likes movies because he likes movies.
Oh yeah.
And I was looking at it from that point of view, and it's like, yeah, it's a fine movie. It's just, almost all the criticisms come from me as an adult. So it's like that's just the way it is.
Well, it's a movie trying to fix a mess that was made. But
Yeah.
what was I going to say? Oh,
God, the
I mean,
bounty hunters.
considering the fact that Luke died, it seemed like it would mean something with Luke, and
Yeah, that
then
too.
probably with Ben, like you know, coming
Yeah.
back from. I mean, I don't know. Like, was he ever really that dark? I mean, he was always so conflicted. But
Yeah, he seemed to be at the beginning of Rise of Skywalker and the end of The Last Jedi. No, that whole thing.
because he's
But
like, oh yeah, he's like, he's bad now because he killed his dad, but then he couldn't even
yeah,
kill his mom. So it's like,
right. There was the conflict.
yeah,
Yeah, I still think if they had just kind of written Leia's death into The Last Jedi and say maybe saved Luke for maybe the third movie or something, like I think it's hard, it's so hard to say coulda, woulda, shoulda. There's so many variables, but I feel like it might have been a more natural fit to kill Leia in the second movie rather than having the awkward, CG slash B-roll footage that they had to work around.
what the heck? I want to throw my bombs. How do I throw my bombs?
Like L or R,
Nah,
maybe?
that's up
X,
down. That's like look up
A?
down. Yeah,
Might be
thanks,
A.
thanks, Chief. You just listed off all the buttons.
Well, what do you want me to say? I haven't played it in
Start,
fucking 20
select,
years.
B, A, X, Y. Have you tried any of those? Have you tried turning the Super Nintendo on and off again?
Excuse me for being technical support in fucking Calcutta. All your health.
Yeah, thanks.
This level, dude, the bounty hunters, I just remember they're just constant. Dengar, you got Forlum, and then after a while you're gonna have IG-88.
You got to press up. That's lame. Oh, no, no,
Oh,
no. You just can't press down and do it. What the
okay, so it's
heck?
up and shoot,
Or it's just B. No,
up and
X.
B,
No, A. A. I'm like,
up and A.
well, no, it's just A.
It's A.
Yeah. I said B because it's I'm on an Xbox controller and of course it's not
Yeah.
backwards.
Well, when I say A,
What the
I
heck?
mean in the positional A that a Super Nintendo controller would be.
Oh, of course. Ooh. Why is Han the only one that deals with this crap?
Because he's been dealing with it his whole life, I guess. So he's like, just another day. Bounty hunters, the
Well, no, I
Empire.
meant I meant the elevators.
Oh,
Like he's the only one that can deal with elevators.
that's true, huh? Every level has been an elevator. It's been with Han. And cloud cars are gonna shoot you while you're in
Oh,
them.
I wanted that big heart.
Oh,
Piece of shit. Um,
I guess you could grind for small.
that's kind of what I'm trying to
Fuck.
do,
But then you get hit in the
but see,
process.
and then any goodies that come off of
Yeah,
these stormtroopers just fall through the elevator.
right.
Um, yeah. Anyway, I was hoping it would refer to like Luke, something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I don't think he's going to rise from the grave, but
He rose from the ghost grave.
He he uh, he named his X-wing Skywalker, and it's just referring to the
You know,
X-wing. I think JJ made a point of doing that
thermal,
in
thermal.
Rise. Is that
What is
supposed to
the
be
deal with
Bosk?
Bosk here? He's doing like flips. Um, it's funny. Okay,
Oh no, I was gonna say. Um, I think JJ made a point of doing the whole X-wing thing with Rey because it seemed so obvious in the Last Jedi, but of course Ryan has to subvert our expectations. Because they have the shot of like, oh, Luke's
oh
X-wing's
yeah,
down
yeah,
there. Oh man,
yeah,
dude. Oh, Luke's like hesitant to rejoin the fight.
yeah,
It's gonna be
yeah.
badass when he like flies in on his X-wing and
I think it's a metaphor too. It's a symbol for Luke. It's like his personality and his isolationist, viewpoint. It's like he's the X-wing underwater, with where he is in that second
oh,
movie.
that's so deep, Ryan. I feel like I'm talking to Ryan Johnson right now. But I think you're right. I think that might have been where he's,
Yeah. But what I
where
was
he
going to
was going
say
with it.
about Luke's X-wing, what's funny is even though people just assume that he had the same red 5 since A New Hope, he couldn't have because there's so many comics and novels and stuff where he crashes on some planet and then escapes. Like for example, Splinter of the Mind's Eye, he didn't retrieve that X-wing he crashed on Mimban with. So Red 5, that particular X-wing would have been lost a long time ago, and I th- I think
Yeah,
there's
but
the
that's not
wing.
canon anymore, right?
No, it's not. But I think
So in
I
canon, could it be?
I can't remember if in the Empire Strikes Back if they put the little red strip with the 5 on the side. It's like 5 little bars
Uh huh.
that represent, and I think they did, but then of course that got left on Bespin. So then obviously he would have to retrieve it before we see it again in Return of the Jedi when
Well,
he
I
leaves
mean,
Tatooine.
they got his fucking hand in his dad's lightsaber. The least,
Yeah.
I mean, it's totally possible. God damn it.
Yeah, maybe they put it in an Imperial facility and then he busted it out and flew it away. I need my red 5.
But I mean, if they can get his
Thermal.
hand, that oh, Dengar's an asshole too. Everybody's an
Yep.
asshole.
Yep.
Um,
Dengar clones.
does Zuckus show up? I don't remember,
Yes, he does.
or he already has, depending on
Or is it Forlom? That's the question.
yeah, depending on your source of. Oh, there he is,
There he is. Yeah, were they going by Kinner or West End Games, who fixed Kinner's mistake?
dude. What the heck?
Wow,
What, dude?
he's tough.
Zuckus
He's a Zuck ass.
he's a fucking asshole. Whoa, whoa.
I do remember this. It's almost like a mini boss.
How do you
Oh my
like that?
god. Yeah, there you go.
Suck it, Zuckus.
Actually, in the classic Star Wars newspaper strips, the way they did spell it was like Zuck ass instead of Zuck us.
They
The
knew.
USS. They knew.
They knew. They had clairvoyance enough to know that he was going to be a bitch on Super
Exactly.
Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah, when they wrote it 10 years earlier, they took
Oh,
some of those
oh!
Terrence
I don't know
McKenna
what's going on.
Dagobah mushrooms.
I suppose if I there we go.
There you go. Eleanor.
Um, what were we saying? Oh, the X-wing. Yeah, they could have got it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's like maybe there is that what is it that question of if you have I always heard it like if you have George Washington's axe that he chopped down the cherry tree with, if you believe that story, and you replace the handle, over the years
Is
you
it
replace the
still
handle, you replace the axe head.
right?
Is it still
I heard
the
that
axe?
version, but it was like a boat. You replace one plank on the boat, plank by plank,
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a
mast by mast. Yeah. Yeah, I heard that version. Yeah, that is interesting to think. I guess a lot of times,
so
as long as it's
maybe.
mentally the same,
Although
you
I
know.
don't think the X-wing was probably piece by piece replaced. That's not the
No,
actual issue.
there's a G88.
But then the question is, well, did Luke just like really like X-wings? Like, why wouldn't he fly around in something a little bit more comfortable?
Right. Or something that could say hold an extra passenger like a Y-wing,
Yeah,
you carry C3PO and R2 in the back or something.
all he needs, man, is R2 and R2's fleshlight adapter.
And maybe he was trying to avoid 3PO. He's like, I'm sorry, 3PO, I'm in an X-Wing. It can only hold
That's the
me and
reason.
R2.
It's like the whole reason you never buy a truck is, oh, dude, you never buy a truck is because you don't want to help people move, right? Okay.
Guess
I
that
was
was
wrong.
karma for your truck comment.
I was wrong. It's not Zuckus isn't
I
the
never
worst.
thought of it
It's
that way, but like that actually makes perfect sense.
wait, what?
Not like not helping people move, so just
Oh,
don't buy a truck.
yes. Yes, that's why you never buy a pickup truck because you never have to help people move stuff.
Or you could
Like,
just not answer their texts or calls,
well, yeah, there's that too. Of
which is
course.
what most people do in 2021.
Yeah, just ghost people.
Oh yeah, sorry man, I was busy all day, all
Got to
week.
return some videotapes.
Oh, here we go. Slave. Oh, I thought it was Slave One. In my mind's eye, it was, but
It
it's
was
this
only a
weird.
splinter.
Yeah,
Well, I have the
I guess if you
the
roll and
seekers,
shoot,
so
yeah.
the slow. It's not even on the screen. It's slowing down.
Damn, but your health though, that sucks.
Yeah, it does suck. Right into it. Boom.
Chances are though, the spawn or the save point might be closer, maybe. Let's
Ish.
see.
Ish.
Ish.
Hopefully, I can get another blaster upgrade. Maybe I should have been
Yeah.
using bombs. I'm not sure.
Oh yeah. Oh boy. Oh my gosh, Zuckus, what the hell? He's using his Gand powers of Gans use this thing in the role playing game. It's like they can actually foretell the future with their I think they call it seeing the mists. They kind of had some of that in the Tales of the Bounty Hunters
Yes. Yeah, I remember
story.
that.
And Forlom was trying. He was jealous of Zuckus because he was a droid and he couldn't understand the powers of intuition and all that. Gosh, I'm just gonna. There's no breaking point in this game where it just gives you a moment to breathe. There's nothing.
At least I found a blaster power up down here.
Yeah, hopefully you can get
Oh my
some.
god.
See if you could. You know what? Just
Farm
get a
this pot.
yeah grind for a bit. At least get your health up. Actually, the parallel with this game I was thinking of Super Star Wars also. The spawn rate of enemies is almost like Ninja Gaiden.
Yeah,
It's just constant.
it's good and bad because because they're so liberal with the health power ups and stuff. You can
That's
you
true.
can grind out enemies for health and sometimes
It
for other power ups. But
it makes the game fast paced, which is good, but I don't know. You know what? I would love to see. I wonder if the gosh darn.
what a piece of
Well,
shit!
I wonder if there's any ROM hacks of this game that kind of tweak some things.
Remove the bounty hunters. That's what I want. Just give me stormtroopers, dude.
I actually think if this game was tweaked as far as like less enemies and like a little bit more liberal on health power-ups, I think it would be considered top 5 SNES, but the flaws make it like a top 10 or 15, I think.
I'm screwing up that jump real bad.
See, and they just keep giving you small hearts too. It's like,
Oh,
come on.
that's fine. It's better than nothing.
Honestly, I don't think I've seen this level in action other than like a clip, like since I think even before Morabay, because you and I didn't get this far
Mm-mm.
when we played it. I think it was probably just Dagobah or something.
Oh, you
But
got to be kidding me! That that Zuckus dropped a big heart and a blaster power up,
it
but it
disappeared.
disappeared off the edge of the screen because it's one of
Fucking
those
A.
games. It's one of those
Yeah,
games.
I was gonna say I don't think I've seen the Bespin level in action since like 95, like when I last got this far and when I made it to Vader and then died. So yeah, I had a long playthrough
See,
at Michael's
I
house
bet there's a
because he owned it.
power up over there.
I think you're right. Yeah, I think Michael owned Super Empire and Jedi, but I don't think he had Super Star Wars. So we were always playing these two at his house. And I remember he got Super Jedi like pretty much like right when it came out. It was like late 94 because I think it was a Christmas 94 game. And I think the first time I went over there, I played it and that was a lot of fun. That was first time I ever saw the Star Wars role playing game too, with the books and all that stuff.
Uh,
Oh man, this platforming. This is almost like Revenge of Shinobi also. They got the double jump and everything.
yeah, the double jump's just a little janky because oftentimes because I'm holding down to do the double
Yeah.
jump, he'll jump again when he lands, which
Yep.
is kind of
Yep.
annoying.
That it does that every time you touch the edge of a platform. And it had that glitch in Super Star Wars, and they didn't like correct it, which just goes to show I feel like they just copied and pasted so much of the game mechanics. I
Well,
mean,
I mean, it makes sense. You want it to be consistent.
game mechanics, they just kind of touched up some things, and then
Yeah. Well, I don't begrudge him that.
I don't in some ways, but when it comes to like little flaws and stuff, I feel like the second two could have been more refined than they were.
Um, my only complaint about the controls is just that if I hold down jump, he'll just keep jumping, and I wish
Yeah,
that it wouldn't do that. I wish it would just
yeah,
be a single jump. I
yeah,
appreciate it with the weapons, so you don't have to
yeah.
hold that down. But all right,
Of course, the
I got
thermal when no one's
I
there.
got six. Yeah, I know, right?
Oh. Doing decent. It's actually
Yeah,
working pretty good.
his bombs wreck, man.
Yeah, no kidding. Hell yeah. All you really got to watch out for is those little blue ion blasts because it seems like I don't think it damages you when it runs into you. I don't think.
Yeah, it's some of the shrapnel's like that too. It just pushes you around.
Yeah.
It's funny to think those blue ions or whatever they are. I guess they're ion. It's oh, thanks, Lando.
Atlanta's just standing there.
Um,
Punch him.
they they look like stun shots.
They do. Very similar.
They don't stun though. They kill.
And something
And
is wrong.
nobody.
Yeah. Oh, it's Leia talking. I was like, man,
You know what? They should have. This should have. Look at Chewie's face. He looks like a weirdo.
it
Um,
looks like he has a dude's mouth, like a normal guy,
he
like
looks like a
under a
guy
mask.
in a Wookiee mask. They, he looks worse in the game than he does
Yes.
in the movie. The movie looks
Yeah.
so much better. Um, the next level, what they should have done is a missed opportunity. It should have been 3PO running around Bespin.
I know, right?
That would have been great.
No kidding.